Oh my god.
When we just recorded like 20 minutes and we realized it wasn't recording.
Yep.
But it was like this.
I know, it was
It
weird.
was recording, but why didn't it save?
Yeah, I didn't have like any of the.
Okay, let's just go through like all of them, but like fast, because like we
Okay.
literally did do all of them. Like,
Yeah.
that's so
Okay.
annoying.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's just go through like 5 of them then.
Okay.
That's so annoying.
That's
what?
so
We literally just did all
Technology.
of them.
I just think about that meme of Patrick doing
Oh
We
my
Have
God.
Technology and he just like slams
Right.
the computer.
Okay, let's
That's what I
just
think about.
Okay.
go through quick. Okay.
Why did Posh think there were flaws? It was for people who couldn't get through them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and people who couldn't like. People who didn't want it badly enough. Like,
Mm.
How old was Posh when he met his future wife?
He was
36. 37,
37.
you're right.
Mhm.
She was 31.
what kind of home did he have? He had like a not so great home that like women would not be impressed with.
But he
Yes.
like didn't care.
Yeah, he had a $450 a month attic apartment,
Mhm.
which that's honestly awesome. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, right.
What was
I'm not gonna lie.
Jay's job? She was
A
a
grad
host,
student and a
yeah,
host.
and a
Mhm.
host in like the labs, and like she hosted for his lecture one time.
Yeah.
How did Jay find out more information
She
about Randy?
looked him up and like asked
Yeah,
coworkers
and asked
and stuff.
coworkers, and she found out that he was like sort of like a player, and didn't want to settle.
She's like,
so
no. It's like I have your receipts.
Yeah. Why was Posh reluctant to settle down, and why was Jay? Because Posh was like,
He was like having fun being single.
Yeah.
Like, he
Uh-huh.
never really thought about it.
yeah, and Jay was like scared that she would get hurt because of the fact that he was like a player,
That he was like, I don't want to be tied down yet.
and the fact that he was older than her too.
Yeah.
After Posh returned to Pittsburgh from spring in Orlando, what did he offer Jay? To
Move in.
move, which she agreed to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She did move with him, but like she got her own apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just.
Done with chapter 16.
Chapter 17. Not all fairy tales end smoothly. What was different from Posh's and Jay's wedding and reception? They were
The
in a hot
hot
air
air
balloon.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to them that got their marriage off to a rocky start? Their hot air balloon
accident.
was gonna hit a train.
That would suck, honestly,
Yeah,
on your wedding day.
it's sort of like I feel like it's sort of be like a sign, like, oh my god,
Yeah,
what is
right.
this marriage?
No, same. I'd be
This
like,
marriage is
this
not
is a
good. It's
sign.
busted. You should not do this.
What did Posh say to the ballooner when he saw a train track at the edge of the field? Posh said like, I'm gonna save my wife, I'm not gonna save you,
Mm-hmm.
because like she's the love of my life, and like you're just a stranger I met. So,
You
Yeah.
just do this. Let's do
Yeah.
this balloon, and
like
this is my
thank
wife.
you, but like you.
No.
failed,
I would say
so.
the same though. Like I'd be like, yeah, I hope you said that.
What
Oh,
advice did
poor
the
guy.
ballooner give the couple if the balloon hit the ground to run?
To run.
Mm-hmm.
What did
What was-
the couple?
Sorry, what?
What did the couple learn from their experience? That
Things
all.
aren't always.
As things aren't always going to go as planned.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yep.
Um,
What was the final touch to the wedding package? The
Champagne.
The
champagne.
bottle of champagne.
and that guy's strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so chapter 18.
Lucy, I'm home.
What was the Isle of Lucy episode that Posh recalls early in his marriage? I don't know if it's like a specific episode,
I
but
don't
it
think
was
so.
like the amount of times that Lucy would like
Did you come home
do
and like, be
something
like,
bad,
Ricky?
and then like he'd be like she'd like just keep like talking to him and like pleasing him,
Mhm.
and he'd just be like, "What the hell's going on?"
It's like about that episode where she's selling all that stuff, or she's selling all this stuff, and she goes and takes the cuckoo clock, and then they're like, "What are you doing, Lucy?" Like nothing.
Lucy, what you doing there? What was Posh's reaction when Jay mentioned the disaster that had occurred? He was
He
like,
was like,
chill.
Okay.
Neutral.
He wasn't mad.
He was
Yeah.
like, okay, your point.
After the damage was assessed, what was Posh's surprising response? He was like, "You don't have
That's-
to get it fixed because
Yeah.
there was
He was like, let's finish dinner.
yeah." He was like,
It's like we don't need to live. We could just drive with
Mhm.
with dents.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did this disaster symbolize in Posh? He said, "For Jay and me, our dented cars became a statement in our marriage that not everything needs to be fixed."
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it symbolized. Chapter 19, A New Year's Story. What situation occurred on New Year's Eve?
The placenta abrupta.
She started bleeding.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was bleeding.
What was Posh told about his wife's condition? That she basically needed an emergency C-section because the baby
The
and her
baby was
work.
at great risk.
What assumption did Posh make about the B team? Well, at first he was like, "Oh fuck, this is like the sorry.
Oh well.
Oh frick, this
This
is the B team, and like,
this
they're
isn't the
not
best.
the best."
So they're
Yeah.
they're gonna try. They're gonna mess. They're gonna be like, okay, this isn't the best, but okay,
Yeah.
But yet again, he's also like,
they know what they're doing.
yeah, and they're like, if they like really didn't want to like save her, they probably wouldn't. But like the fact that they're really trying, they're like all calm about it.
Mhm.
Like he had a better impression of them. What job was Posh given at the hospital?
To calm her down, to keep her like calm.
To keep her in mind clear.
What did Posh do to alleviate his wife's fears? He would talk to her and tell her everything that was going on with the surgery, so she would know.
She wouldn't freak out.
Yeah.
So no clinical shock.
What did Posh's father think it was humorous? Because his father, like, he wasn't there when his mom had him, and like, for Posh it was humorous because like, it's weird that he felt it was weird that he was there and like,
His dad wasn't.
yeah. that his
So it's
dad-
like, oh, I was doing something
Yeah.
I didn't do. I'm not like my father.
What two things did the doctor tell Posh and Jay about the birth of their first child? He was like really light.
Yeah, he was like 2 pounds 15 ounces.
They needed to keep him.
And
At the
how he was
hospital.
in a special condition and that he needed medical attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did Dylan look after his birth?
How did what?
After his birth.
He was so tiny.
Mm-hmm. Little teeny little peanut.
What did Posh and Jay think when they went to the hospital and saw Dylan's bassinet?
They were like, "Where is
They were
he?"
worried.
But then the doctors were like, "He's actually improved. Like we moved
He's
him to a
not
different."
in the ICU anymore.
Yeah, we're not doing a full 30 minutes.
What?
Because we already recorded like 20 minutes.
She doesn't know that we recorded.
Should we just tell her like, hey, like we
Yeah.
were recording forever and
At least she sees us get through like all the questions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Chapter 20. In 50 years it never came. So what did Posh find in his
He
father's
found the
laundry?
accordion.
He found a collection of
And photos.
stuff from his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff that were like memories.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of mystery did Posh's dad give to his children?
He would always bring home like candy
Yeah, he would
and
kind of just
surprise them.
he kind of just have surprises
Yeah.
for his kids all the time.
What lesson did Posh learn from this experience?
I was reading this before we found out our things. It says that he was awarded the Bronze Star of Valor. So because he was because on April 11th, 1945, his inventory was attacked. So he was actually doing a selfless act of helping everyone else around him more than himself. So he was honored that Bronze Star.
Let's see. Okay, chapter 21. Jay.
What is one thing that Jay learned from Randy? Oh my god, I feel so sick.
You okay?
So
You get a cold?
Yeah, I've been sick for like 2 weeks. I know. I'm gonna go to the doctor after this.
You're like,
I feel awful.
yeah. I know. Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I got super sick,
Yeah.
and I was like, I literally looked at everybody like this, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"No."
I like FaceTime my dad and he was like, "You do not look okay." I was like, "Yeah."
Thanks, Dad. I
I
love
was like,
it.
"Love you too."
Okay,
It's
so the one thing that Jay learned from Randy is to like not sweat like the small stuff
yeah.
because he was like really like messy and like he'd like make a mess everywhere and like when he was busy he'd like leave things. Like I think there was one time he like left a dish like on the table and she was like really pissed about it, but that's because he like didn't realize it. And then like when like she talked to I think it was the counselor and stuff, she was like, you shouldn't sweat the small stuff and like just enjoy like being with him
Mhm.
right now, and because like he doesn't need like stress and stuff. What happened when Posh wanted to take his family to visit his relatives during Christmas?
They were all sick,
yeah,
right?
they all got sick.
They all had the flu.
Yeah, and like Jay did not want him to go.
Go
like,
traveling.
And she was like, she even talked to like doctors and she talked to like her friends, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't take your kids." And so she like tried to convince him. Why was the last New Year's Eve so emotional for Posh? I don't see why it would not be.
Yeah,
emotional.
right.
Yeah,
it's the
honestly.
last one.
Like
It
that's
was-
the last time
yeah.
that. Oh my
Aw.
god, yeah.
And it was Dylan's 6th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went to go see Mr. McGorium's Wonder Emporium, which I'm just like, yes.
And like he never told Dylan about. And then there was like a scene, like wasn't it where is it? Where like someone died, and then like I think it was.
No, it was the apprentice.
It was
no,
Natalie like Portman, and she was
Yeah.
like,
tells the toy maker Justin Hoffman that he can't die. He has
Yeah.
to live, and he responds, "I already did that."
yeah. And Dylan was like super upset about that, and then it was like. It was
He got-
sort of like
He got really
irony
emotional.
and like sort of like foreshadowing. Like if he did tell like Dylan, it'd sort of be like Dylan and Randy, and like how he's like gonna die and stuff.
Yeah. Aw.
What did Jay say was one of the best parts of her day?
Oh, it's right here. I think it's when she says, "My face lights up when Chloe talks to me." I think it's when Chloe talks to her.
Yeah.
That's no shadow. That's her
Yeah, Chloe isn't Chloe the youngest daughter, the one that was just born, or that what should have been. Yeah.
What was the magical moment of Christmas Eve with Posh's wife and children? The magical moment?
It's like okay. At Christmas, we made an adventure of putting lights on the tree.
Yeah.
Rather than showing Dylan and Logan the proper way to do it carefully and meticulously, I just let them have it
Go crazy
haphazardly.
at it.
They just kind of went at it, and I guess he recorded it.
Yeah. That's what my parents do. Like, they let my brother just, like, go crazy on the Christmas tree. And, like, it doesn't have to look, like, a certain way. Like,
Yeah.
My parents do that, but only on the bottom half of the Christmas tree for a day. And then my mom goes in and she gets like OCD and she's just like
Really?
starts shaking and she's like she changes it.
Really?
I'm like,
my brother, like, does, like, so many. And they'll, like, start, like, falling off, like, throughout the, like, week.
it's just one. You just hear a crash. Like there's the
Yeah.
tree.
They're literally, like, so close together. And they're like, why? What is one piece of useful information that Jay read from a website from a wife whose husband was dying from pancreatic cancer?
Oh my god.
Oh
To
my
live in
god.
the moment.
You do not.
Because the woman.
I feel so sick.
So this is like here, like they planned to take a family vacation but postponed it. He died before they could reschedule. This is like the housewife, and it says, "Go on those trips you've always wanted to take." The woman advised other caregivers to live in the moment, and Jay vows to keep doing just that. So
Mhm.
it was sort of like advice for Jay.
Yeah, to like make sure to do all the things they want.
Like
before.
don't give a damn about anything else and just go.
Yeah, like don't like mourn about it. Like rather just like live now and like enjoy your time together.
Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah. Sadness. Okay, so what has been a good outlet for Jay when she needs to vent about her husband's situation or to complain about him? A good outlet. If she needs to complain about me or to vent about the pressure she's under, these conversations have been a good outlet for her. So she's just like vent about it.
She just vents to him.
Yeah, she literally like vents about all the complaints about him to him.
Mm-hmm. You know you sound right.
What are some lessons that she has learned from Posh?
She talks about how she has found strength in standing together, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
This is so sad. I don't want to read this anymore. It makes me
Right.
sad.
It makes me so sad.
It bums me out.
Okay, so chapter 22, it's called The Truth Can Set You Free. What happened when Posh was approached by a police officer for speeding? So he pretty much was gonna get like a ticket, and like the officer like asked him like, why are you here? Are you like in the military? And he's like, no. And then he responded to him by saying, I have a terminal illness.
cancer.
Mhm.
I have cancer, and like the cop didn't like believe him, and so to show him that he did have cancer, he like lifted his shirt and like it showed like all the scars, the tumor scars and stuff, and then that showed like the cop was just like, okay, like just
So
be more
sad.
careful. Posh's reaction. So Posh was like, he was surprised by it. And he was like, this was sort of like him being able to tell the truth to people about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
He's
him
like,
finally
whoa.
talking about
Yeah.
it.
He's like, well, officer, I know
Yeah.
that I look pretty healthy. It's really ironic. I look great on the outside, but the tumors are on the inside.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
What is it? There's questions. Oh crap, there's no questions. Okay, no, there are. What are some healthy and some bad choices you have made or observed others making?
unhealthy. You should probably go to bed earlier. Don't end up like sick like me.
Me too.
Same.
Says I literally
Yeah.
went to bed at 2 last night, so
Yeah, literally go to bed early.
go to bed early. Drink a lot of orange
I'm
juice.
probably like procrastination. I'm like a huge procrastinator.
That too.
Me too.
So like, I should probably stop procrastinating.
I would say that
Oh my god.
Probably my food choices aren't that healthy.
yeah.
That's the
it's
one
sushi,
thing
though.
I'm like good at.
The food choices. I like everything, but I just don't eat everything. So it's like I don't want it.
How have these choices affected the UA experience?
I think it's just like
I think especially at the U of A, like I'm less likely to eat healthy
Mm-hmm.
because since we sort of live like not that close to school,
Mm-hmm.
like I have to sort of eat here, and there's like not really like healthy there's not-
Options. There's like
there are some
there
healthy
are.
options, but
here.
like,
You're talking about
huh?
here.
Yeah,
Are you
here.
talking about here?
Yeah.
yeah.
So like there's like the food court and like it's
But
like
then
the
there's like
closest
Chick-fil-A.
place.
There's like Chick-fil-A. There's like all the
But
stuff that
realistically,
you're like.
it's like not that healthy, like,
Mm-mm.
and like it's so much money too.
Yeah, it is really
So
expensive.
like you're spending a lot of money, especially at the U of A. Like, have you been at the U-Mart?
No, I
It's
have not.
expensive.
I
I got a lunchbox for like $4.
Everyone.
I haven't
I
either.
haven't been there yet. I don't know where it's at. Everyone was telling me like, have you
It's
been
right
there?
next to the bookstore. Like if you go across, there's the U-Mart.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I have not been to that. But someone asked me about it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so what are some other things? Oh, tomorrow
What?
my aunt passed away. She passed away on Tuesday, last Tuesday night.
Oh my god, are you okay?
So my aunt, she has well, she had cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about this like in the
We did
last.
talk about
this
this
in,
last
like,
week.
Yeah.
Last week. We did talk about this last week.
Yeah. So the next day, which was Tuesday night, she passed away. Like she couldn't breathe, and they just let her out of the like
Oh,
they
they put
unplugged
the
her and
plug.
stuff,
They put the plug. Oh.
and she just stopped breathing. But it was really sad because like she was only in the hospital for 8 days. Like
Yeah.
that's really short.
That
Yeah.
is so
That's so
shitty.
sad.
Yeah, and it spreaded like
Aw.
so quickly. I thought she was gonna have like a few months, but
No, there was like a little bit over a week.
yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
It was really sad. My mom literally texted me like the next morning. She was like, "By the way, your aunt passed away." I'm like, "Huh?"
What?
It's like she passed away last night. My mom was there at Phoenix, and I was wondering why she hadn't came home yet.
Yeah.
And then I heard her like really late at night, and she came through the door, and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Your aunt passed away." I'm like,
What?
"What?" And I was
Oh my God.
sad.
That,
I don't know.
that's so
I just
sad.
felt more upset about
Then
her
that's
hus-
fine.
like her husband and stuff.
Mm.
Like I'm more closer to him, so I felt like really bad for him. And at the funeral, he like gave like this message to like his wife. It was really sad because he was like, "My wife is such a beautiful, like smart, like caring," and he was like saying like when before
this
she
stuff.
was like dying, like she was on the bed, she was like, "Don't cry, like please don't cry. When I pass, like just take care of the children." And,
I'm gonna die for a second.
Yes.
Hold on for a
Huh?
second. I'm just gonna cry for a second. Can you just fall apart? That's literally me. Like if someone's like, please
Yeah.
please
I
don't
was
cry.
like
for me," I'm
crying
are
in
you
the house.
kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Why? It was just really sad.
It's awful.
And then she has like 5 sisters or something, and they were going to like cremate her.
Mm.
And the weird thing is like he like rented like the coffin, and so obviously if you rent a coffin you have to return it.
Mhm.
And like when they're cremating her, they like put her like in like a cardboard box or
Yeah.
something, and like they just crushed her, and I was like.
Yeah, that's
I
amazing.
feel like my grandpa, like when he passed away, we bought like the coffin.
Mm.
So
Are you cremated in the coffin?
wait,
Weird.
no, maybe not.
Because I'm like,
I was
weird.
there though, but like
I'm like weird.
I didn't
It's like-
actually watch it
it's
happening.
like
I
a
didn't
coffin
watch it.
adds like another like.
It's a
cremating
lot
person-
more expensive. I know
Yeah.
that. It adds like
It's like $1,000. It's like
2,000.
it's
or
like
something
$2,000 plus
for a
dollars.
coffin. Yeah. And I remember his sisters, like her sisters on her side of the family, they like didn't want to go in. They were like, "No, I don't want to go in." And then we had to like convince them. Because they're like, "This is like the last time. Like you're like you should say your goodbyes to her." And they were like, "Okay, like fine," but they were like really like they did not want to go.
It's sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, it's like when my great grandma, she was 96 and 97 when she passed away. We don't really know her age because she was born in 1930 in Mexico, so there's no like record, so
Right,
we
right.
don't really know the date. So, like the birth year, but we were when we were saying our goodbyes when she died, we were all literally bawling. Like, we all couldn't like go up to it at all. We were all literally on the floor,
Yeah.
like, and they're like dragging us to. We're like, no. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What are we at?
20,
Today.
24.
Okay. I think we're
think-
good.
Yeah, I
Go
think
to
we are.
the okay. We
Alright.
like did like 20
recorded
minutes.
like 20 minutes before
And then we
this.
like didn't realize we were recording it, so that's why we were talking really fast because we already like
We already answered all the stuff before I showed up late. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.